Gill Hicks, thank you so much for sitting down with me. You're back here in London for the 20th anniversary of the 7/7 bombings. Can you believe it's been 20 years since that day?
I can't. I have to keep reminding myself. There's something for me that I think about a lot, which is time isn't a healer. So I don't feel that I've been healed. My legs haven't grown back. So therefore, this sort of passage of time hasn't meant that I'm better. But it's just given some distance from the date. And so it's a really puzzling milestone, because there are some people I talk to that, you know, they were perhaps 10 years old, 20 years ago, and they're now 30-year-olds going, oh, what was that bombing? And that is extraordinary in itself. And I don't know how I'm going to feel being at the formalities.
You'll be joined at those formalities with some other survivors, first responders and families, and you've kept up those relationships over the years. What have they meant to you?
They're my family. It's extraordinary. And I just saw Tracy, who was my first responder in the carriage that morning, last night. I absolutely feel that these are lifelong bonds, rather than we're not defined by July 7 bombings. It's actually, we're defined by our shared humanity, by our incredible connection.
On the 7th of July 2005, as you sat in the wreckage of that tube carriage, you made a contract with yourself that if you got out of there alive, you'd make every day count. Have you done that?
I hope so. I know that I want more time. So it feels then that I haven't had enough time to do all the things I want to do, to make the impact I want to make, to leave the footprint that I want to leave.
You've been doing a lot though, motivational speaking, peace advocacy, working with NGOs.
I'm exhausted a lot, but it's important. You know, it's the reason that I have a life. That's the contract. So I'm always very conscious of that, and don't sweat the small stuff. Concentrate on the big things.
Something that's had a really positive impact on your life through the past 20 years has been the arts. And for this anniversary, you've brought your show, Still Alive and Kicking, to London. How are you feeling about performing on the stage here?
I feel like this is the performance of a lifetime in many ways, because of the audience. The audience will be the first responders, the people that saved my life. So it's going to be a sort of quite an anxious time for me in the lead up to the performance, but also it's a space where I'm me. And the arts, and I was thinking a lot about this recently, the greatest loss isn't necessarily both legs. The greatest loss has been a sense of freedom. I'm not free. And what the arts has given me is those little moments of feeling completely free. It's greater than bliss. It's what I keep living for.
Gill, it's always such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.